Ultimate Combo.
Welcome everyone to another episode of Twisted Gaming TV. Today we're going to talk about something many of you may not have heard of. I've known for it for a long time, probably 10 years or whatever. Today we're going to be talking about the Nintendo PlayStation prototype. It has actually came up for auction finally. It's on HA.com, Heritage Auctions. It's called the Nintendo PlayStation Super NES CD-ROM prototype. It was made in 1992. I believe it was done before the Super Nintendo and then the PlayStation. And it's when Nintendo and Sony was going to get together and make a system. And it was going to be a cartridge based and a CD-ROM based, which basically is a Super Nintendo and a PlayStation put together. Well, anyways, so supposedly there was like 20 of these prototypes made, and 19 of them have been destroyed, and there's only one of them in the world, supposedly. So I'm going to post a picture up on the screen, and you can check it out. It looks like a Super Nintendo with the Super Nintendo controller, but with Sony PlayStation logo on it. So it's a Nintendo PlayStation, pretty much. Anyways, the bid's been going on for a couple of weeks, and it has 15 more days until it ends. And the bidding is up to $280,000, of course, with the buyer's premium, which the site gets part of the money, which brings it at $336,000 right now. What's crazy is one of the people that are bidding on it is Palmer Luckey, a guy that owns and created the Oculus VR, the big VR company for PC and everything. So he's actually one of the bidders, and I think he's winning right now, which is crazy. It was up to $350,000 and over $400,000 at one time, but somebody pulled their bid or whatever. But anyways, I'll read a little. It's at one point this dual-branded prototype existence was mere myth, and this is the very first time it will ever be offered at a public auction. It is said to be the last remaining prototype of 200. Okay, there was 200 of them that were forged from a failed joint venture between Sony and Nintendo. Anyways, you can Google it and read about it, but I just wanted to touch base, and I'll show some more pictures and stuff in a second. Hold on real quick. Okay, so here it is. Here is the Nintendo PlayStation Super NES CD-ROM prototype. Current bid, $280,000 with buyer premium, which brings it out to $348,000. So if it ended here, it would sell for $348,000. So here's a picture of it. Comes with one controller and one little game, I guess. There's the bottom of it. Bottom of the controller. See, it even has Nintendo right here. You probably can't see that, but it has Sony on here and Nintendo on the back of the controller. Psycho, man. Crazy. Pretty neat. Nintendo Super Falcom cassette. It says right here. So half of it's Nintendo, half of it's PlayStation. And this tells a little bit about it, but yeah, if you go to HA.com and just put, you can put Sony PlayStation or Nintendo PlayStation, it'll pop right up. It's the top thing. But it's pretty crazy. Now, the guy that owns it, I've heard he's not really a nice guy. His head's probably too big because he owns this stupid thing. But it's pretty dope. At one time, before it got, up there, I wanted to bid like $100,000. Of course, I would have had asked my wife, but then I was like, man, $100,000, I can buy arcades and some other stuff, I'm not gonna buy a system that there ain't no games for it, it's pretty crazy. But they sell graded stuff. I think this one at one point was like at 30 grand. I don't know if it still is or not. But anyways, the subject is this Sony Nintendo PlayStation. It's pretty dope. It's been all over the news. Everywhere. You can go on Google and type Nintendo PlayStation, and it'll pop everywhere. Nintendo PlayStation prototype auction hits 350. Well, it was up to 350, 350,000, but then somebody retracted. So I don't know. A lot of people were saying it might go up to like $1 million. I mean, that'd be crazy. The guy that owns it said he was offered $1 million before, but I think he's full of shit, or he would have sold it. Nobody would have denied $1 million for a little game system that's plastic that has one game with it or whatever. I mean, come on, be real. He probably just did that to hype the crap up or make his head bigger than it already is. But yeah, you go on Google and I mean, you see it everywhere. It's pretty dope. Pretty dope. It's definitely the most expensive and probably the most rarest console on the planet Earth. So it's pretty neat. Pretty neat. But yeah, just wanted to share that with you. Didn't know if anybody has been following this item or not, but it's pretty dope. It's even been on CNET.com. I think it's been on Forbes, but you can read all about it. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. Like, see right here, you can see Palmer Luckey. Supposedly he's a big collector on stuff, but it says, I'm currently the highest bidder on this. Who are the other nutters who keep bidding against me? But yeah, pretty crazy. So like if you go to Palmer Luckey. Okay, so see Palmer Luckey, net worth $730 million. He's only 27 years old. He's the best known as the founder of Oculus VR and designer of the Oculus Rift, a virtual reality head-mounted display. So I mean, he's a big dog in the game, and if anybody wants to buy this, he can do it. Nobody's gonna outbid him. I don't think Bill Gates is into gaming, or he wouldn't be interested in this system. But hey, if you got $730 million and you want something really cool, for 300,000 or $1 million, hell, even if it goes up to $2 million, this dude's gonna win. It's gonna be all over the freaking news after that. Good publicity stunt if he wanted to. But yeah, so just wanted to share that. I thought it's pretty neat. It's pretty dope. But please comment below and let me know what you think about this Nintendo PlayStation. Would you pay $1 million for it if you had $1 million? Or do you think it's crazy and outrageous? But it's pretty neat. It's even turning yellow here. That's funny. But thank you for watching Twisted Gaming TV. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Always comment back. And tomorrow is F It Friday, episode 6. So get ready for that. Have a great Thursday. Later.
Flawless victory. Round 2. Fight!